Hey guys, it's Joy here, and today I'm going to be talking about getting through this second semester organized and on top of your grades. I know that after the first semester goes by, I am done with studying and I just want the rest of the year to go by fast. When spring comes along, definitely all I want to do is be outside and enjoy the warm weather, but sometimes that is not a good idea because your grades might start to fall, especially in the third and fourth marking period. So I'm going to be giving you some of the tips that I'm going to be following to stay on top of my grades, stay motivated, and just as refreshed as I was back in September in back to school season. So let's get started right away. I have a bunch of things to tell you guys, and I hope this helps you out. So the first thing is going to be to clear out all of your first semester junk. I went through all my binders and I got rid of worksheets and homework that I didn't need. I kept most of my notes, but even just getting rid of those papers that I know I'm not going to use, like graded tests that I'll keep in a folder but I don't need to lug around with me in my backpack, I just cleared all of that out. And it ended up being about like 6 or 7 pounds off my back. And it seems like a lot, and my backpack was so much lighter. And it gave me some more space in my binders, and it's just really the first step you should take before tackling this next semester. The next tip is to keep track of all your assignments, and you might start getting lazy with writing your agenda, but please continue to write in your agenda, whether you have a book, whether you make notes on your phone every day. Just make sure you're writing down all your assignments and staying on top of all your due dates. I also keep a big wall calendar right across from my bed, and it's near my desk, and I can keep track of all due dates, all activities, everything like that, and make sure that I know what's coming up for the next week. And it's just really a good tool to keep you organized. Number 3 is something that I do every year to make sure that I'm going to be getting the grades I want by the end of the year. It's too late if you realize that you should have gotten a better grade the fourth marking period. So what I do is after the first semester, I calculate what grades I need to get the last 2 marking periods in on my final. The way my school works is that you have 4 marking periods and then you have a midterm and a final. So your midterm and final grades are averaged, and then that grade is averaged with your 4 marking periods, and then that will give you your grade for the year. So I calculated that I need to get at least like 93s, 94s in my classes to get an A for the year. And that's just an example. Depending on what your goal is, you can calculate it. Your school might be different, but just get a slight idea. Like if you've been getting C's, then you might know that you need to get A's so you can get a B for the year. Just knowing that in your head will help you know how much you need to study, what classes you need to focus on more, and stuff like that. Another tip I have is to make to-do lists and make goals. This goes with your agenda, but then it's kind of different because you might have things outside of school that you need to focus on, or things that you just need to remember. So making lists will help you prioritize and keep track of your time. Making your goals. If you know that you want to go to college and you know that the school you want to go to is really hard to get in, you might want to make an inspiration board with things that you want to do with your life. So when you feel like not studying, you can look up at your board and remember, oh, I'm working for this, I should study, and it will all pay off in the end. Some other organization things you can do to get yourself out of a rut are cleaning and reorganizing your desk, which is something that I highly recommend because you might start running low on school supplies, pencils, things like that. Things that are in your book bag might be supposed to be in your room. Your bookshelves, if you keep your school books at home, you might want to make sure they're all together, reorganized. Just make sure all your papers are together and stuff, and just keeping your space clean is important. And I know that's something I struggle a lot with, especially my room. I'm pretty good with my desk, but my room, that's something I'm going to have to work on for the next semester, so I won't have to worry about that. If I have a big test, I can just focus on the test, not how I can't walk through my room. The next set of tips are kind of like shifting your schedule to accommodate your new habits, study habits, things that you might have acquired from procrastinating. So the first thing is do your homework at a specific time. And what I'm going to try to do is do my homework like as soon as I get home. So I might come home, eat a snack, and then start my homework right away. That way I don't have time to get lost on YouTube, Netflix, anything like that, and then I can reward myself with those things after I finish. Another thing that you can shift around is where you study. If you've always studied like on your kitchen table, try to study like in the desk in your room, or vice versa. I don't recommend studying on your bed because a few times I've done that and I've actually fell asleep. And I woke up at like 4 a.m. and I realized I still didn't accomplish anything. So sometimes bed studying isn't my favorite. Maybe if I'm reading a book I will, but not all the time. Also, you can change the way you study. If you always just look over your notes, try making flashcards. If you always do that, try going on YouTube and finding videos of people teaching it. I always go on Crash Course, especially for my AP classes, especially psychology and U.S. history. It's a great way to review and make sure you are knowing the important things and knowing the concepts. So Crash Course is just a channel on YouTube. You might watch it in school. You can just type it in and you'll find a bunch of videos for a bunch of different subjects. When you're studying, make sure you are taking breaks. I usually will study for about an hour, then take a 15-minute break, and then keep going until I'm done my homework. The last thing I want to talk about that can get you out of a rut is actually your food. In the morning, I run late all the time, so I need something that can grab and go. So at the beginning of the year, I was all into bagels, then I switched to croissants, and now I'm on rice cakes. Chocolate covered rice cakes are my favorite, and you can also like slice up bananas and put it on. I'm gonna do a food video. Comment down below if you want me to do a food video, because I really want to. You can change up your lunch. Something that will make you look forward to like lunchtime, because the first half of the day can either go by really slow or really fast, and knowing that you have a good lunch to wait for, that might help push you through your day. So switching up your lunch will help a lot, and that's something I need to do because I pretty much pack the same thing every day and I'm ready to get a switch up. So basically those are all my tips, and I would really appreciate if you commented your tips so other people can look down and see what you're doing to stay motivated, and let me know if these worked for you. And if you liked this video or learned anything, please give this a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.